Welcome. In front of me is a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold3, and today I will show you how to go through the setup process of this device. And when you boot it up for the first time, you'll be presented with this screen right over here. So simply click on the only button, well, not the only one, but the middle one that you have here, and find your desired language. So I will be obviously using English. Connect to mobile network. Now this step is optional, you don't have to do it, but you will need to have some kind of internet connection, that be through Wi-Fi or mobile. If you're basically setting this device up for the very first time. If the device came out of the box, a brand new sealed box, then you will be required to connect to some kind of network, and from there the device will reboot. Now for me this step won't happen because I already did set it up. It's out of the box, and this is like the third time I'm doing a setup on this device, so yeah. So I'm gonna select next, and then we have a few legal items to review. Obviously we need to agree to the end user license agreement, and from there we can proceed further. And then there's the Wi-Fi. So as you can see, I do have the option to skip it, but like I said, if your device is brand new, brand spanking new out of the box, unsealed, this skip button won't be here for you. For some reason you are literally required to connect to Wi-Fi, and once you do so, the device also needs to reboot for some reason. So once you go through that, you basically start over, and at that point you can just kind of finish the setup actually. Now I'll be skipping this, which will also remove the option for me to log into my Google account throughout the process. Now here we have copy apps and data, which allows me to basically make a copy, move over all my data from an older device to this one if I wanted to, but because I'm setting it up as new, I'll select don't copy. And in here we have the date and time. Now because I didn't connect to any kind of network, this shows up. If I did connect to either mobile or Wi-Fi, the date and time would be set automatically, and this page would just not show up at all. Now we have some Google services. We have location, scanning, and sending user and diagnostic data. You can read exactly what these do by tapping on the arrow right here, and if you don't like it, turn them off. On the next page we have the option to protect our device through either fingerprint, face recognition, PIN, pattern, or password. Now if you want to use either face recognition, fingerprint, or both of them, you will always be required to set up a screen lock, no matter which one you choose. That is so if something happens to your face or your finger, you still have some way of actually accessing your device. Now for this I will set up a pattern only. Oops. Let's select continue, redraw the same pattern, confirm, and this will now set it up. We have Samsung account, so if we try to skip this, it brings us with this blocker right here. Even though we're not even connected to any kind of network, it tries to jam us with their garbage. I say garbage because this is actually just like a dumpster fire from Samsung, because all those applications are absolutely plagiarized from Google, and additionally they come with ads, because why not pay a full price for a device? Oh, sorry, full price. Premium price, $1,800 isn't small amount, to receive a phone that basically nags you about logging into their account for apps that have ads. Now, just to justify my frustration with this, I'll quickly go over all these applications and alternatives that come from Google. So we have Samsung Cloud, which is substituted by Google Cloud on every Android device. We have Bixby, hey Google, also every Android device. Galaxy Theme, entire Play Store. Find My Mobile, Find My Device. Samsung Pass. I don't think Google has a name for it, but it does save your passwords, as you're probably aware. Usually you have the option to save it when you log in somewhere. Then I have Galaxy Store. Again, entirety of the Play Store that has way more apps than this. And lastly, Secure Folder, which Google also has, but number one, I also don't remember how it's called. And number two, this might be a little bit more secure than the Google alternative. For once, one thing that might be a little bit better. So anyway, let's skip this, which brings us to another page, taking care of your device. Now, because this is a foldable device, you have this pamphlet of things that you shouldn't do with it, basically. So, sarcastically going over those, quickly in abbreviation of this. First one, don't press any sharp objects or any kind of hard objects on the display, because it's, after all, still made out of plastic. You can use an S Pen on it. Whoop-de-doo. When you're folding the device, don't keep anything between the display, like keys, cards, and so on, because it's still made out of plastic. The device isn't dust-proof, so anything that will get between the hinges will make this device an absolute nightmare to use. But it is waterproof with an IPX8 resistance. And then below that we have the don't peel off the cover, the screen protection that is applied to the device by default. It might look like a screen protection, but it's not, it's just a screen. And lastly, the device comes with magnets, so keep it away from anything that can be affected by magnets. And once we press next, we can actually finish up the setup. And there we go. So, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.